Every morning is the birth of a new destiny. The dawn does not come to remind you of yesterday's chains, it comes to announce your divine authority today. Rise, therefore, not as a beggar of life, but as the sovereign of it. The world bends to the one who awakens in remembrance of truth. For your word is law, your thought is power, your vibration is a magnet, and your alignment is wealth. Say aloud, "This is the day the Lord has made, and I command my portion of it now." For many rise with fear, with regret, with shadows of lack still upon their eyes. But you are chosen to rise in dominion. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the lawgiver of your universe. What you decree at dawn shall echo through the hours. What you align with in thought shall materialize in form. Speak it, and so it is. Hear me, your mornings are sacred gates. They are portals where you either permit chaos to enter, or you seal your temple with order, wealth, and divine decree. Do not trifle with these hours. Do not scroll, drift, or beg. Command, declare, align. For the soul that takes possession of morning takes possession of destiny. The ancient Stoics knew this truth, that discipline at the break of day shapes empires, orders nations, and builds inner kingdoms that no storm can shake. Combine their discipline with divine law, and you are unstoppable. Wealth, power, and abundance flow to the one who aligns thought, word, and spirit before the noise of the world begins. Declare with me now, I am aligned with divine law. I am the vibration of wealth. I am the rhythm of abundance. Nothing is withheld from me, for I withhold nothing from truth. Every morning, you must consecrate your identity. Say aloud who you are before the world tries to tell you. Affirm not weakness but kingship. Affirm not lack but overflow. Affirm not confusion but command. For the subconscious obeys the voice it hears most often, and if it hears poverty, it multiplies poverty. If it hears power, it multiplies power. Therefore, each morning do these 10 things, without excuse, without hesitation, without delay. For the soul that takes morning lightly takes life lightly, and the soul that takes life lightly receives light results. But the soul that rises with divine discipline, stoic mastery, and spiritual decree becomes unshakable, immovable, unstoppable. Rise at dawn as the sovereign of your destiny, not as the servant of circumstance, for the first breath of morning is the throne from which you rule your kingdom. The world does not decide for you, you decide for the world. Life does not hand you crumbs, you declare the feast. Every thought, every word, every vibration is a command sent forth into the invisible, and the invisible obeys with precision. Therefore begin not with weakness, not with hesitation, not with scattered thoughts, but with decree. Say aloud, "This day is mine. This hour is mine. This destiny is mine, and I command it into divine order now. For the law of the Spirit answers not to doubt, nor to begging, but to the voice of authority that knows its place in the universe. You are not here to drift in shadows, you are here to legislate with light. When the morning opens, it is not neutral. It is clay awaiting your word, unshaped until you give it form. If you rise in silence, and let the winds of fear write your script, then chaos will march through your day as ruler. But if you rise in power, and open your mouth with decree, the angels of law rush to obey, the vibration of wealth begins to stir, and the unseen aligns itself with your command. Say it, speak it, declare it. I am in alignment with the highest law. I walk in divine timing. I am a magnet for prosperity, for nothing is denied to the one who speaks with faith and certainty. The ancient seers knew that the tongue is a sword, sharper than iron, shaping reality with every word. The decree of morning is the cornerstone of destiny, for what you speak at the threshold becomes the rhythm of the hours. Therefore, guard your mouth, guard your thought, guard your spirit. Do not mutter words of complaint. Do not rise with the language of lack. Do not open your temple gates with doubt, for these are thieves that enter to steal your abundance before you have tasted it. Instead, command your day with authority. Say aloud, I walk in victory, I rise in dominion. I call forth wealth, health, wisdom, and unshakable peace, and it comes swiftly to me. Know this truth. Decree is not wishful thinking. Decree is law. When the judge strikes the gavel, the case is closed. When you strike the morning with decree, the day is sealed. Heaven and earth align with the vibration of certainty. The subconscious mind bows to the command it hears, and it begins to rearrange the body, the circumstances, the opportunities to match the spoken word. Your decree is not idle breath. It is the creative force of God through you, the architect of reality, the voice of eternity and time. Therefore, decree not lightly, but boldly, for your words are seeds and your life is the harvest. Every morning, speak with rhythm, with repetition, until your very cells vibrate with the frequency of victory. Let no doubt remain unchallenged. Let no fear remain unspoken against. Declare, this day bends to my favor. This day unfolds in my prosperity. This day reveals the hidden pathways to my wealth. This day is charged with miracles. Say it until your soul believes it, for faith is forged in the furnace of repetition. Speak until your subconscious no longer resists, until your vibration no longer wavers, until the universe has no choice but to obey. Command your day, for the day is not greater than you are greater than the day. Command your path, for the path is not fixed, it is moved by decree. Command your wealth, for wealth is not random, it is summoned by vibration. Stand at the gate of dawn as a ruler, not a servant, and speak the law with fire. Say aloud, this morning I decree abundance. This morning I decree clarity. This morning I decree unstoppable power. Nothing opposes me, nothing limits me, nothing denies me, for I am one with the eternal law, and the eternal law is one with me. And so it is, by decree, by law, by divine right. There is no power in drifting thought, no authority in scattered imagination, no victory in a divided mind. The man who rises without alignment is a house built without foundation, swayed by every storm, crushed by every wave. But the one who aligns his mind with universal law stands like a pillar in eternity, unshakable, immovable, radiant with power. The law is exact, the law is impartial, the law is faithful, and the law obeys only itself. Therefore, when you align with it, you become irresistible, for the entire cosmos bends to uphold its own reflection within you. Say aloud, my mind is one with divine order, my thoughts are one with eternal law. I cannot be broken, for I think in harmony with the unbreakable. Understand this, every thought is a seed, every image a decree, every belief a command broadcast into the unseen. If your thought resists the law, your life resists prosperity. If your thought denies abundance, your life denies wealth. But if your thought aligns with truth, your life aligns with miracles. The mind is not a playground for chaos, it is the throne of dominion. Guard it, purify it, train it, and discipline it. For as the Stoics declared, you rule your world when you rule your thought. And I say unto you, to rule your thought is to harmonize it with divine principle, not with fear, not with appearance, not with the lies of lack, but with the truth of eternal supply, eternal wisdom, eternal strength. The universal law is this, like attracts like, seed produces after its kind, vibration calls unto vibration. To dwell in poverty of thought is to magnetize poverty of circumstance. To dwell in fear is to summon shadows. But to dwell in faith, to dwell in wealth, to dwell in the eternal yes of the universe, is to command abundance without struggle. Say aloud, I align my thought with riches, and riches align with me. I align my thought with health, and health aligns with me. I align my thought with victory, and victory crowns me today. Your mind is the tuning fork of your destiny. If you set it to discord, your day will sound in confusion. If you set it to harmony, your hours will sing with power. Morning is the moment of tuning, and alignment is the key. Do not let yesterday's failures retune your thought. Do not let another's voice break your rhythm. Do not allow doubt to distort your vibration. Say aloud, I tune my mind to divine frequency. I think in the rhythm of heaven. I dwell in the harmony of eternal truth. The law does not bend to pity, it bends to order. The law does not answer weakness, it answers certainty. Therefore, align yourself not with complaint but with command, not with fear but with faith, not with lack but with limitless supply. When you think as the law thinks, you live as the law lives, without lack, without fear, without obstruction. The law flows, and so must you. The law expands, and so must you. The law creates, and so must you. See yourself now as a vessel of eternal order. Imagine your thought as rays of light engraving patterns upon the invisible. Imagine each word as a decree that the universe rushes to obey. Do not toy with your thought, for it is divine substance. Do not waste your word, for it is creative fire. Do not misuse your imagination, for it is the womb of form. Say aloud, my thought is law in motion. My word is creation unfolding. My imagination is the blueprint of miracles. When you align with universal law, resistance vanishes, struggle dissolves, delay disappears. The crooked paths straighten, the closed doors open, the heavy burdens lift, and the impossible bends into possibility. For the law does not fail, and the law does not forget. What you sow in alignment is already guaranteed in manifestation. Therefore, this day, discipline your mind to truth. Saturate it with decree. Baptize it in wealth. Immerse it in victory. For the aligned mind is the wealthy mind, the healed mind, the victorious mind. Say aloud with fire, this morning I align with eternal law. My thought is order, my word is power, my spirit is abundance. Nothing can oppose me, nothing can delay me, nothing can deny me, for I am one with the rhythm of the universe, and the universe is one with me. And so it is. You cannot walk in power until you know who you are, and you cannot know who you are until you consecrate your identity in truth. The world has given you many names, many labels, many shadows, but they are dust, illusions, false garments that cannot clothe the spirit. Your true identity is not weakness, not limitation, not failure, but divine sonship, eternal kingship, radiant dominion. You were not born to crawl in the dust of fear. You were sent to stand as the image of the infinite, a living decree of power clothed in form. Therefore, each morning you must consecrate your identity. You must cleanse it of lies. You must affirm it in fire until your soul vibrates with the certainty of who you are in God. Say aloud, I am not lack, I am abundance. I am not fear, I am faith. I am not bondage, I am liberty. I am not confusion, I am clarity. I am not defeat, I am eternal victory. For the subconscious mind is impressionable, and if you do not instruct it, the world will. If you do not command it, the voices of weakness will. If you do not consecrate it, the patterns of yesterday will drag you back into chains. But when you rise with decree and declare who you are, the whole universe rises to affirm it. Heaven agrees, angels obey, and every law of vibration conspires to uphold your identity and power. Do not wait for the world to name you. Do not wait for man to approve you. Do not wait for evidence to confirm you. The law answers only to faith and declaration. The moment you speak, the moment you decree, the moment you consecrate your I am, all things begin to move to mirror your word. For the great secret is this: what you say of yourself, the law says of you. If you declare weakness, weakness multiplies. If you declare greatness, greatness surrounds you. If you declare poverty, doors close. If you declare abundance, gates swing open. Say aloud, I consecrate my I am in power. I am the chosen of the law. I am the vessel of wealth. I am the embodiment of victory. Identity is destiny, and destiny is identity revealed. The poor man sees himself poor even in a palace, and the rich man sees himself rich even in a desert. The slave in thought cannot be free in body, and the king in thought cannot be bound in circumstance. Therefore, the first and highest work is not to chase riches, not to chase opportunity, not to chase recognition, but to consecrate your identity in the eternal truth of who you are. You are not a seeker of power. You are the embodiment of power. You are not a beggar for miracles, you are the miracle in motion. You are not hoping for doors, you are the key that unlocks them. Declare it until every cell knows it, until your aura radiates it, until the universe cannot deny it. This is the mystery. The I am is the name of God, and what you attach to it becomes your world. Do not attach weakness to it. Do not attach sickness to it. Do not attach limitation to it. Attach only greatness, only abundance, only victory, only divine law. Say aloud, I am power, I am wealth, I am wisdom, I am unstoppable, I am eternal life unfolding through me. When you consecrate your identity, you break every chain of illusion, you silence every lie of the enemy, you dissolve every shadow of lack. Consecration is not once, it is daily. Each morning the world will try to paint you with doubt, with fear, with limitation. Each morning you must wash yourself in decree, you must robe yourself in affirmation, you must crown yourself with truth. For when you walk as consecrated identity, nothing external can shake you, no insult can wound you, no storm can unseat you. You become untouchable, unshakable, unmovable. Say aloud now, I consecrate my identity in power. I am the law walking. I am the word made flesh. I am the decree manifesting. Nothing can oppose me, for I am one with the Almighty Principle, and the Almighty Principle is one with me, and so it is. The prison of yesterday is the greatest thief of destiny, for as long as you chain yourself to what was, you cannot command what is. Many drag behind them the corpses of old failures, old betrayals, old mistakes, and they wonder why their steps are heavy, why their hearts are weary, why their days collapse before they begin. Hear this truth: yesterday is gone, buried in eternity, powerless, unless you resurrect it with memory, thought, and regret. Release it. Let it fall like dust from your shoulders. Cast it into the sea of nothingness, for it has no breath, no power, no life. Say aloud, I break every tie with yesterday. I am free from regret, free from sorrow, free from delay. I live in the eternal now, and the eternal now is my treasure house of miracles. The law does not operate in the past. The law is alive in the present. The Spirit does not move in yesterday's hour, it moves in this holy instant. When you drag yesterday into today, you block the flow of divine power. You build walls of memory that shut out the light. You close doors that heaven is trying to open. Do not repeat yesterday's language. Do not rehearse yesterday's pain. Do not echo yesterday's defeat. Release it, erase it, dissolve it, for it no longer belongs to you. Say aloud, I let go. I surrender the old. I cancel every record of failure. I erase every shadow of lack. Today is my portion, and I possess it in full. Possession is not passive. It is not waiting. It is not hoping. It is not drifting. To possess today is to seize it with authority, to decree it with certainty, to claim it as your divine inheritance. This day is not an accident. It is a gift, a stage prepared for your dominion, a canvas for your decree. If you do not take it, another spirit will. If you do not rule it, chaos will. If you do not speak over it, the noise of the world will write its script for you. But when you rise and declare, this is my day, I rule it in joy, I rule it in wealth, I rule it in peace, then heaven crowns you with favor and earth bends to obey. The Stoics spoke of indifference to what is past, for no man changes yesterday. But I tell you, the higher truth is not mere indifference, but release. Release with decree, release with fire, release with finality. For the soul that clings to yesterday cannot hold today. The hand that grips the shadow cannot grasp the substance. The heart that mourns the old cannot rejoice in the new. You must empty the cup of sorrow before you can drink the wine of abundance. Say aloud, I release all that is behind me. I forgive, I forget, I move forward. I live in the holy now, and I claim its treasures. To possess today is to step into it with the vibration of victory. Do not tiptoe as though it might betray you. Do not shrink as though you are unworthy of it. Stand as though you own it, for indeed you do. Every breath, every hour, every opportunity is yours by divine right. Do not ask permission to live. Do not wait for signs to confirm what you already know. This is the day the Lord has made, and it was made for you to prosper, for you to expand, for you to shine. Speak it. I possess this day in strength. I possess this day in wisdom. I possess this day in overflowing supply. Nothing is withheld, for I withhold nothing from truth. Release yesterday, for it has no chains unless you forge them. Possess today, for it is the only doorway into eternity. The past cannot touch you, the future cannot control you, only now is alive, and now is God's eternal gift. Take it, command it, decree it, live it. Say aloud, yesterday is gone, today is mine. I am free, I am full, I am victorious, and so it is. All of life is vibration, all of creation is rhythm, all of manifestation is frequency. Nothing appears by chance, nothing arrives by accident, nothing comes without signal. What you vibrate, you attract. What you dwell upon, you magnetize. What you broadcast in thought and feeling, the universe rushes to echo. Therefore, to walk in wealth and abundance, you must set your vibration to wealth and abundance. Not once, not in passing, not in weakness, but daily, deliberately, with command. Say aloud, I vibrate riches, I vibrate power, I vibrate supply, I vibrate success. For vibration is prayer in motion, decree in energy, law in rhythm. The universe cannot resist the one who sings its own eternal song. Poverty is a vibration, wealth is a vibration. Fear is a vibration, faith is a vibration. Lack hums at one frequency, abundance hums at another. Which will you choose? For you are not at the mercy of unseen forces. You are the tuner, the master of the instrument, the sovereign over your own resonance. Each morning, you must tune your inner strings to the harmony of prosperity, cast away the dissonance of worry, the static of doubt, the discord of fear. Declare with fire, I am tuned to divine supply. I vibrate at the rhythm of abundance. I am the song of wealth in motion. The law of vibration is exact, unyielding, unchanging. You cannot dwell in complaint and expect miracles. You cannot harbor resentment and expect overflow. You cannot vibrate bitterness and magnetize blessing. Like attracts like, seed calls to seed, tone summons tone. To vibrate with wealth is to think wealth, speak wealth, feel wealth, imagine wealth, live as though riches are your natural breath. For indeed, they are. Abundance is not foreign to you. It is your original rhythm, the pulse of your divine nature. It is only interference, fear, doubt, regret, that drowns the song. Remove the interference, and wealth flows as effortlessly as breath. Understand this, vibration is not hidden. It radiates, it speaks, it announces itself to heaven and earth alike. Men feel it in your presence, doors respond to it, opportunities align with it. The wealthy vibration cannot be denied, for it is the language of confidence, the fragrance of victory, the sound of faith. Set your vibration before you set your foot outside the door. Say aloud, I radiate abundance, I shine with prosperity, I magnetize supply, all that is mine rushes to meet me. Do not think riches come only by toil, for toil without vibration is futility. Do not think wealth comes by chance, for chance is but alignment unseen. Do not think abundance belongs to another, for no man can take what you vibrate, no system can block what you radiate, no door can shut against the one whose frequency is law. The one tuned to wealth will find wealth in deserts, will summon opportunities from emptiness, will turn stone into bread by the sheer force of inner resonance. Vibration is not pretending, it is becoming. It is not weak affirmation, it is bold identification. Do not say, I will be wealthy. Say, I am wealth. Do not say, I hope for abundance. Say, I am abundance. For vibration flows from identity, and identity creates reality. Each morning consecrate your atmosphere with the sound of wealth, until your very aura hums with provision, until your very shadow radiates prosperity, until the universe itself must bend to your song. Say aloud with fire, I set my vibration to wealth and abundance. I reject the frequency of lack. I dissolve the rhythm of fear. I live in divine prosperity, and divine prosperity lives in me. I am wealth walking. I am abundance overflowing. I am supply made visible. When you vibrate wealth, wealth is inevitable. When you vibrate abundance, abundance becomes unavoidable. The law cannot lie, the law cannot fail, the law cannot withhold. This day, choose your frequency. This day, decide your rhythm. This day, command your vibration. For as surely as dawn breaks and the sun rises, so too will wealth rise to meet the one who hums in its key. Tune yourself to prosperity, and prosperity will never forsake you. Speak it, decree it, vibrate it, live it. Say aloud, I am aligned, I am tuned, I am overflowing. My vibration is wealth, my rhythm is abundance, my destiny is riches in every form. And so it is. At the breaking of dawn, the gates of thought stand wide open, and what you allow to enter will rule the hours that follow. Morning is the holy threshold, the sacred portal where the mind is most tender, most impressionable, most ready to be molded. If you do not guard it, intruders rush in. Fear creeps like a thief, doubt whispers like a serpent, memory drags its shadows into the light of day. But if you rise as the watchman of your mind, sword of decree in hand, no thought of weakness, no spirit of lack, no echo of defeat can pass the threshold. Say aloud, I am the keeper of my gates. I allow only truth to enter. I allow only wealth, only peace, only power, only light. For the one who guards thought at dawn guards destiny. The enemy of man is not circumstance, it is unguarded thought. The battlefield is not the world, but the inner gate where ideas are admitted or rejected. Every thought carries a seed, every image is a decree, every voice that enters the temple of your mind takes root and bears fruit in your life. If you permit fear, you will reap bondage. If you permit envy, you will reap emptiness. If you permit doubt, you will reap delay. But if you permit faith, you will reap miracles. If you permit wealth, you will reap supply. If you permit victory, you will reap triumph. Therefore, rise each morning as priest and as warrior, consecrating your thought with decree, guarding your mind with fire. Say aloud, I choose my thoughts, I reject lies, I cancel fear, I deny lack, only truth lives here. At dawn, the mind is soil unbroken. Plant wisely, plant with power, plant with eternal seed. Do not waste these sacred moments on idle images, on noise, on shadows. The first thought is the cornerstone, the first decree the foundation stone. As you set the morning, so is the house of your day built. Do not lay rotten stone of complaint, do not lay broken stone of regret. Lay the foundation of victory, lay the cornerstone of abundance, lay the pillars of faith. Say aloud, I build my day with power, I build my hours with wealth, I build my destiny with eternal law. Guard the gate with vigilance, for many forces seek entry. The news seeks to plant fear. The world seeks to plant comparison. The past seeks to plant regret. But you are sovereign. You decide what enters. You decide what is expelled. No thought can cross the gate unchallenged unless you permit it. Therefore, command the guard at your temple door. Command the light to shine upon every thought. Command the law to test every idea. If it is truth, it may enter. If it is false, it is cast out. Say aloud, I accept only that which aligns with divine law. I reject every shadow, every lie, every whisper of defeat. My gate is sealed in light, and nothing unworthy may enter. For as surely as the body cannot live without breath, the destiny cannot live without guarded thought. Thoughts are the architects of reality. They are the currents that draw substance into form. To guard the gate is to command the blueprint of your life. To guard the gate is to keep the inner temple pure, powerful, uncorrupted. And he who guards his thought at dawn will never lack dominion, for his world will reflect the order of his mind. Say aloud with authority, I guard the gate of my thought. At dawn I decree light. At dawn I decree wealth. At dawn I decree health. At dawn I decree victory. Nothing false can enter. Nothing weak can remain. Nothing dark can survive. I am watchman of my destiny, ruler of my mind, commander of my day. And so it is. Therefore, beloved, the call is not for tomorrow, nor for some distant season, but for this very moment, this very breath, this very dawn. You have heard the laws. You have received the decrees. You have been shown the gates. Now the choice is set before you, to drift as one who forgets, or to rise as one who commands. You are no longer permitted to shrink, for the universe waits for your vibration, the law waits for your decree, the day waits for your possession. Cast off the garments of fear, lay aside the chains of yesterday, silence the voices of lack, and stand as the consecrated ruler of your own destiny. Say aloud, this day is sealed in power. This day is charged with abundance. This day bends to my dominion. And know that as you speak, so it is established, as you decree, so it is created as you believe, so it is made flesh. Walk forth now, not as one who hopes, but as one who knows. For the gates are open, the law is faithful, and your portion is overflowing. It is done, It is finished, it is manifest, and so it is.